Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to Ragnarok. As you can see, I've actually unlocked ourselves the Summer Bash emotes, as well as the fishing outfit. I really like the look of the fishing outfit, and honestly, as one who normally wears khaki shorts, that's actually very fitting for me. Between episodes, I actually decided to move all of our items out of these boxes and move them over to the other side, which is where the storage is going to be, as I was planning on doing. I also made up a new terminal, which is specifically dedicated to the kill feature for the Dino Depot stuff. If you've never used the mod, it's just a button where you can kill all the excess creatures in here as a way to kind of clean it up a little bit if you need to. If I were to do that right now, I would clear up a bunch of creatures that I didn't really want to get rid of. We really want to keep a hold of a lot of these ones in here. Speaking of which, I'm actually currently breeding up some griffins. Someone on the server was actually very kind enough to lend me one of theirs that actually has a base stat of 50 for their melee. So, once bred into our perfect ones over here, we'll have 51 health, 50 melee, 44 weight, and 47 stamina, which is absolutely crazy. I've actually been fortunate enough to already have one bred out, and with the stamina mutation included, this actually came out as a base level 270, and I'm absolutely excited to take this thing out today and just see what it can do. To kind of go over what I have over on the storage, we have two library storages. One is dedicated to saddles, the other one's dedicated to weapons and armor, and then all of these over here are dedicated to specific types of items that we can kind of sort into different ones. I'm having a little bit of a hard time holding on to all of the structures just because of all the ones that I needed to build up the hut and everything before. We'll probably start getting rid of all the thatch ones over time, but for now, that one's already kind of full. So up here I actually have a fridge on the right side of the grill, kind of try to make sure that nothing spoils, because that was a problem before. And I kind of snuck this back here, snapping behind the industrial forge, so we do have water on this floor as well. I may add another one on this side, just kind of make it look like it's intentional. But here is the treasure chest I'm going to be putting the best loot if I end up going out and collecting a lot of loot between. Since I was actually just kind of sorting out the loot, I didn't really grab any this time, but that's what that's going to be going forward. So I didn't really make any other changes to our base quite yet, but it is nice to kind of be able to just walk right through like that. We're going to be taking off. See, this is the griffin that I was going to fly out on, but then I noticed that this one was fully grown. So we'll take them out instead. Fantastic. And I love the blue kind of cyan color that they've got and the yellowish on the front. It is a very good color combination. But before we fully take off, I should probably tell you what we're planning on doing. I was going to try to do it in the last episode, but considering what happened at the end of it, I didn't really get around to it. We're going to head on over to the ice cave. I'm going to try to go in and get ourselves some loot drops. I'm not really planning on going through it fully because the tile that we have is not super strong, but I would love to try to get ourselves something better from in there, and then we'll have to see what we're going to do after the fact. But for now, that is our first goal. And as we are flying over to our destination, if you guys do end up finding yourselves enjoying this one, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It makes a massive difference for the algorithm, and it means the world to me. When it comes to the actual stats of this thing, though, 9,400 health by default, 700 stamina, 631 weight, and 435 melee. Okay, here is the entrance to this cave, and I'm pretty sure, and the reason that I wanted to make sure that I brought the Thyla is I'm pretty sure that if I try to go in here on the griffin, I'm going to get kicked off, right? I don't have flyers enabled on this map, so I should get kicked off at some point. Really? Does that not count? Okay, well, I guess I didn't need to have the Thyla. There's also a bunch of penguins in here. I can't believe there's actually just a drop right here as well. Please be something amazing for our first one. Okay. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's something. I'll take it. I have a feeling that I will want to swap to the Thyla, though. At some point. Are they going to kick me off over here? I don't want to run into some of the other creatures that I know exist in this cave. Interesting. I would not expect it to allow me to do this. There's a bear up there. Don't piss off the bear. Just hurry up and get some drops. Ooh, forgot that on saddle. Ooh, another drop. Ooh, that is good flak. And a pretty good torch, to be honest. Okay. We'll just kind of keep moving on then. I don't want to fight. I know that there's a boss at the end of this cave. There's a mini-boss. This griffin is unleveled. I don't think I'd be able to handle that just yet. But I definitely want to... Oh yeah, Ice Queen is available. Yeah, I don't, I don't want to do that. Is that just going forward? Oh, now it's limiting me. So I can take the Griffin in to this point, but I can't go any farther with it. Good to know. At least we know for sure that, you know, I can still come in and grab the drops. I was honestly getting some Thylas for that reason. Because I didn't think... Because I wasn't sure I'd be able to even get this far. Oh man, we're getting some cave lag. Now that I know that we can come in this far, I am just going to use the Griffin to get drops. But we still want some good Thylas to actually fight the Ice Queen with. Hello, drop. Any good bears here? Oh yeah, these are cave bears. I can't do anything about that. If I land over here, are you going to chill or are you going to freak out? Hello? Don't mind me. Just going to get some of this. Okay. They're not super aggressive right off the bat. If I got any closer, I'm sure they would be. Was there more to this cave? Or was that literally it? And then I know if you fight the Ice Queen, you end up getting 3 or 4 more red drops in there. Like I said, we're not prepared for that, but I really wanted to poke my head in and see what we were looking at. Well, I've gotten a couple of my questions answered. That's fantastic. We also got ourselves a few, blueprints. Nothing amazing, but we do have a nice Procoptodon saddle. That should be a cool thing to mess around with once we get some roos. So, I guess that kind of begs the question, what other caves will allow me to fly in to a certain point? I also don't even know where a lot of the other caves are. I'm pretty sure there's one associated with this castle. If you actually go down inside, then you'll be able to get some stuff in there, but I'm not entirely sure. Let's put on the khaki stuff again, because we're burning up out here. Much better. This is skinned on top of my desert armor, by the way, so does that Rex seem extra mean? Is that an alpha? Yeah, it is an alpha. I was going to say, it looked a little bit different than normal. So given that this one has significantly more damage, I've added 4 levels into it, and I'm kind of curious just how much it's going to do when I do a swoop. There's a Phiomia down there. Let's see if I can get it. Ooh, okay. So, it did 688 damage, which is about how much I was doing before, but I did level up my attack quite a bit on that. That one also may have been close enough to the alpha to get a boost. I don't know. That did 900 damage. Yeah, something was boosting that Phiomia significantly better. So if I need to get myself 6 more levels before I can use the Bio Grinder to make those other Thylas into some kibble, I feel like there's some things that I want to focus on. I've actually not been looking at my skill tree at all for a little while now. I have 1 skill point to put into something, and that's going to happen for a little bit. So what I need to do is literally just do damage with crossbows. So kind of want to go and see if we can maybe tame up a male bison. I don't really have any kibble for it. Maybe I got something I could make work. Let's head back to base really quick. Alright. Given that I don't really have any of the vegetables or anything, I don't think I'd be able to make the kibble. But I do have all of those Spino eggs that I could use for that kibble tier. I'm pretty sure they just need superior, right? I need citronals for that. Yeah. Long grass and savo root. I would think that I'd be able to do this. Oh, does Spinos not count as exceptional? Do they actually only count as superior? Oh, that may mean that I want some Rexes, too. Let's see. Let me grab these Spino eggs real quick. Let's double check exactly what tier they're on. I thought they were on the yellow tier also. Oh, nope, they're only superior as well. Wow, okay, good to know. We've got a lot of superior. Then maybe what I want to do is actually go and try to knock out some low-level Rexes. If we get ourselves a pair of Rexes up and going inside of our Dino Depot, we'll be able to get some extraordinary tier pretty well, and it only requires a couple of easier-to-make things, so let's go take a look for some smaller-level Rexes. Let's kind of do a chain of taming, So, typically, other than just the alpha one over here, I have seen other Rexes in this area. Even if I just take a couple baby Rexes, that would be fine. Same kind of deal as the Thyla. And since I'm going to be knocking it out with my crossbow, I'll be able to get the points for that. Oh! Archelon! Hello, level 90 Archelon. Dude, that would work too. We want that. Uh-oh. Hold on. Can you go that way? Can you go that way? No! We have to land in here. Don't land in the water. Oh, thank goodness. I mean, there's sharks down there that are fighting that Archelon. I'm honestly very worried. That's a lot of sharks. No, hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Crap. They're going to eat that turtle. I want to tame that thing. Aw, dude. Well, I mean, that confirms that they definitely spawn on here. I was looking for one that other episode, and, confirmed. They spawn here. They also get eaten by sharks very quickly. Oh, wow. Very cool looking base. Last time I saw it, it was a little smaller than that. Made some additions. Very nice. I guess they could also technically spawn near my base down in the water, can't they? Not in the water, but by it. Oh, there's one. Level 20. That's absolutely perfect for what we're trying to do right now. And does it have a baby? No, it's all the other things that have a baby. Let's try to make sure that they're not going to get killed by... What? Hold on. It's going to get killed by this frickin' bird. No way. Kill the bird. At least kill the bird. Or I'll try to kill the bird. Focus. Focus. Okay, Argentavis is down. Now, I'm pretty sure... I don't think it's actually fighting with the sabers. I don't think they do that. We're gonna knock you out. I'm out of stamps, so I have to wait here. Accept my pain. Boop. I mean, for a level 20 Rex, it's got some pretty cool colors, to be honest. You are being attacked by the sabers? I didn't think they did that, man. I have to reload my gun, too. I think it may have accidentally hit the babies or something, and it's mad at it now. Oh, they... Did they kill it, or did they knock it? Is it knocked out? Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, well. That's very rude of you guys to kill my Rex. That was going to be the perfect Rex for what I wanted today. I cannot believe it. We're going to do a swoop attack, and you guys will no longer be a problem for anyone else. Absolutely crazy, dude. Just how much damage I do to this thing. There's another one over there. Also level 55. And a male 95. Okay. I could probably knock them out. I don't have a lot of arrows, but I'm sure I can at least get the female out. Since you're going to be pushed around by the Diplo, I'm not going to be taking any damage. I'm not all that concerned at the moment. How close are you to getting knocked out? I mean, you look pretty hurt at the moment. Are you going to be okay? Oh, you're fine for now. The thought of knocking out two of them, though, is not going to happen. Yeah, you know, if they kill this thing, actually, they'll get healed. I think I'm wasting it on the Diplo. Go ahead. Eat it. Eat the Diplo. I need you to heal, silly. Or are you just going to run off now? Oh, you're just going to run off. You are torpor running. Okay, I'm actually going to go out in one more shot. Nice. Boop. Okay, Rex is down. Let's kill these raptors, because I'm going to need... Actually, I guess I just got some, prime. If only there was a sheep over here. Hold on, I don't want to kill this other Rex. I mean, I don't have enough tranks to take it down, too, but... Well, maybe I do, I don't know. If I had, like, a single or, like, 3 darts, then I can know that I would be able to knock this thing out also. Maybe I'll give it a shot anyway. Oh, let's lure it away from the female, though. We don't want them to be mate boosted. That makes it harder. What level's that one? Oh, that one's a lot easier to deal with. Yeah, let's do that one. That one's a level 20 male. Let's just kill this guy. Perfect. Oh no, there's a cat! If it was wanting to be friendly, it can't be now. Dang it. Hello, Rex. I didn't know the cat spawned over by the freaking lava? That's crazy. And a mantis. Lovely. Hey, he's down as well. Nice. Let's lure this mantis away from that thing. I want no problems here. Oh, that Rex had a baby. Well, that's convenient in 2 different ways, then. Alright, let's clear off this body so we don't get attacked by any RGs nearby, if there are any. There's the cat. Hello, little thing. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to attack you. Would you allow me to tame you? Or would you kill me? I don't know. Again, passive. Let's go put some meat in both of... Hey. I don't know if that was going to be friendly or not, but I don't want it to attack me. Oh crap, it's in the griffin. Oh, you only got 8? We need more. Okay. No, what are you doing? You little turd. No, you killed the baby Rexes too. You freaking monster. I was just gonna take the babies. Ah, Serato. Why? Why you gotta be like this, dude? Come on. Well, I needed more prime meat. Not like this, though. Not like this. Well, that really sucked. We got a whole bunch more prime, though. So, I mean, I guess I have to say that there's some silver lining there somewhere. Even if it's really not all that great. Just get tamed. We'll at least have one of you. Jeez. Don't think I've ever had that much trouble trying to keep a Rex alive before. Just everything wants to come in and just destroy it. What am I looking at right there? Oh, it's a very colorful dung beetle. Okay. Well, man, did I end up getting any... No, I didn't. Sometimes when you defeat creatures, you get more arrows. Maybe can I pull for some? Do any of the bags nearby me actually have some? That'd be crazy. There's literally 2. Okay. It's better than 0, I guess. I'll take it. We could probably still knock out another low-level Rex if we see one. She should be tamed up in pretty much no time. She was starving up that whole time as well. Oh, there's one. What level are you? You're a female also. That's not really going to help me out. If you had babies, then sure, but you don't. I should probably take it out then, if it's not going to help me out. Caught the Bronto, and that's getting healed now by eating the Bronto. Alright. Oh, we got all these guys. How much experience did that give us? 7 more levels. Very good. Oh, 10 more levels, actually. Even better. It must have got hit by something. That's okay. That literally does not matter. As long as it didn't get killed, that's fine. We just need it to be alive. That's the whole thing. So then we still need a male. I can't believe that. We had him out. We were going to take the babies as well. Stupid Serato just had to be a high level also. Made things significantly worse. And now I regret killing the other male. Thought it was going to be so much easier. I mean, it was. I knocked it out, but... wasn't just easier prey for me. Well, we have that one officially tamed. Let's pick her up real quick. We'll just need to try to find ourselves a male. Boop. Very good. I'm going to place her inside the terminal, just to kind of make sure that if it is going to be making any eggs passively, then if I don't need the male in here, we'll at least have that going. It won't be super quick, but they'll be in here. Also, let me check on the griffin eggs. Gonna do another quick peek into the ice cave here real quick, see if maybe some other stuff has spawned. Don't really have any high hopes for it, but I figure if we can fly in there and check, I'm just gonna do it. Looks like we got a blue drop or purple drop. Let's blue. Okay. What you got? Oh, nice Equa saddle. Another yellow right here. Very good. Just land, please, silly. What you got? Ooh. Nice. I'm never going to craft that. In fact, I'm actually just going to throw it away. If it's a pre-made, it's at least resources, but that's just kind of useless to me. Okay, Griffin, chill. Okay. Megalosaurus, probably not going to. And how about the other side? Oh, that's my Griffin. Alright, I mean, it's giving me pretty, you know, constant fur armor, all that kind of thing. Not gonna complain about it. Any Rexes down here that's not the alpha one? I'm pretty sure that's the alpha one, just fell down there. Oh no, it's not. It is a low-level male. Level 60 could probably do. Assuming that nothing else gets in our way again. There is another Cerrado we're going to have to make sure we take care of before anything else gets in the way, but hey. Let's do it. Is this thing purple or blue? Can't really tell in the dark. Oh, it's fighting some Dimorphs? I don't love when they fight Dimorphs. Do I keep trying to knock it out? Dimorphs, I guess they got that one. Crap. I don't know. The Dimorphs are going to kill them. You've got to be kidding me right now. I killed the one Dimorph. I want to make sure the Rex eats the bodies, though, so it heals. Okay, they killed the Dimorphs. Fantastic. That's great for you. Make sure you don't end up dying. We want to make sure you get knocked out and you come home with us. That's what we're after today. I couldn't see, sorry. Boop. Nice. Completed. That gave ourselves some more skill points. We should be able to unlock the rest of that other skill that we started trying to get last time. And by last time, I mean last time we actually bothered with the points, because I didn't actually look at them last time. Maybe one more? Okay, I hit it after the fact. It's fine. Like I said, not worried about the effectiveness on this. I'm going to try to find ourselves a sheep, because I don't have any mutton at home anymore, apparently. I do have the sheep that I could raise up, but who has the time for that at the moment? I don't know if there's going to be any sheep over here. I'm going to have to go to the Highlands for this. We'll look at it this way. I'm taking out the lower level Rexes so other people can get the higher level ones. That's what I'm really doing here. That's the only thing I'm focused on. Aha! A bunch of sheep right here. Like a lot of sheep. 1,000 damage. I love that. Sweet. So I think that should do for our mutton for a while. Let's unlock the rest of Speedy Harvester. So I'm pretty sure that's what I need. Yeah, 2 full points in that. Let's do all that. Cool. Perfect. And then the next one is the Midas Touch. When harvesting a resource node with the tool, you have a 3% chance to turn that node to gold. Gold nodes have increased health and can be harvested from more resources. Very good. I like that one. And what do I need to do for my actual things? Tame 5 carnivores, tame 5 herbivores at 90% or higher. Craft 100 wood structures. Holy crap. Kind of thinking that the nursery hand is going to be a little bit easiest to do here, as long as the Dino Diva stuff counts. I don't know if it will, but I guess we'll just have to see. We're going to head on over and actually get that Rex tamed, and we'll try to get a few eggs bred out so we can get some kibble made. Okay, there is the alpha. Our Rex should be down here. Just conked out along this edge. I hear it. Oh, there he is. Shouldn't be hard to find a bright purple Rex, but, you know. There you go, big fella. Should be quick tame. Considering how long it took for me to fly over to the Highlands and back, you should be immediate. Okay, maybe not immediate. Just barely not immediate. Alright! Not counted immediately. Let's take our new tames back home. I'm going to make sure that they start making up a bunch of eggs and stuff. And once we have some kibble, we'll try and get ourselves the bison. Okay, home safe and sound. Wearing a weird mishmash of both khaki pants and a big old sweater. But let's put the male in here as well. Have they made any eggs at all so far for the Rexes? Or is it just... No, not yet. Okay, that'll probably take a while. But now that we actually have both in there, that should actually really start happening. And we're going to have a lot like the others. So it is now actually the next day, and I realized something about the particular kibble that I was trying to make. To make the exceptional kibble, you do need to make focal chili, which I did have at one point, but apparently all of what I had was spoiled, and focal chili requires citronals. So I needed to move forward on our plan to make the greenhouse. Now I decided I was just going to kind of build it between the clips here, and I'll kind of just show you guys what I came up with, and bam! Here we are. So I've actually gotten this set up out on the patio, just like I had mentioned. I decided to build this out using thatch stuff specifically. Kind of gives that, I don't know, beach cover vibe. I kind of like the look of this and decided to kind of go along with it. The reason that the ceilings are upside down, and we're actually going to go up to the upper part. I'm going to show you what it looks like from above. So I've literally just been jumping off my roof with the Drakeling to kind of get this done. But everything's upside down because it actually kind of matches with what the ramps look like. The thatch ramps that they added recently. So I decided to kind of keep that going. Obviously, I'm not really planning on walking around up here very much. I did kind of leave this here just in case I wanted to have some creatures standing up here. I didn't really need to cover this around here to kind of protect the glass. But it kind of, I feel like it looks kind of nice, to be honest. But with that here in the middle, and everything is up and going. I say everything. All of the main crops are up and going. They're not fully grown yet. I think maybe the Sava roots are. But we're going to have the berries along these edges out here. And I'm actually going to be putting a second layer on top of the corner ones. I actually have 4 more crop plots down here for that. Once these ones are going, I'm planning on having one corner with whatever extra berry I don't have, but then also the other 3 will have extra narcos, stimberries, and majo berries, so I'll always have just a little bit more of those 3. And then out in front of it, I do have this Dino Depot terminal with a couple of the extra creatures that I'm not really going to be worrying about right now. This is the one on Ice Wyvern that I did hatch up. It's only level 60, so I'm not too worried about it. I would love to find some really good ones, but they're going to be in here to produce poop for the dung beetle to create the actual fertilizer, and that'll be pushed to all of these as it goes along. So, technically, this should be able to just continue going forever as long as those guys are in there. And considering it has been a full 24 hours since I put the Rexes in there, we actually have a good 174 eggs. So there is no shortage of that right now, and that's just with these 2 that we tamed earlier. So I'm actually going to give it just a little bit of time so we can start making up some more kibbles, and then we can start heading over to the Highlands once we have some of those made. It also just occurred to me that I'm also going to be wanting a bunch more jerky. Do I actually have the capability of making the industrial pressure cooker? I'm missing a little bit of crystal. Preserving mint, I mean. Let's go and get a little bit of crystal. I want to make that up, because we're going to want to get as much of the jerky as we possibly can. And I think that's kind of one of the first things I should really worry about, especially some of the kibble requires a lot of it. So there are a couple places nearby that actually do have a good amount of crystal, but I've noticed that inside of the cave that we decided to go in earlier, there's quite a bit in there as well. And I also still want to go back and grab more drops. I may or may not have stopped in there one at a time. I did find this amazing, well, for what I have, crossbow blueprint. And I'll actually be able to remake the one that I have at the moment, which will be very, very handy. If we end up finding something better while we're in there, that'd be amazing as well. You can never turn down any better loot. Kind of wish I had some fur armor. Oh, I do. There we go. Now we're not totally freezing. Ooh, RG saddle blueprints. Would you look at that? Also the flak helmet one. Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, there's plenty of crystal inside this cave, so definitely worth coming in here. Throw the stone away for now. You can carry all my crystal. Thank you very much, Griffin. Alright, that should be a very, very good chunk of crystal. I'm just going to do a quick little lap of the other drops in the cave for now. And if there's anything worth noting, I'll show it to you. If not, we'll just head on back to base. Ooh, good fabricated pistol blueprint. Very, very nice. Those things are really only useful if they're extremely high in damage. Otherwise, they're pretty useless. But you also get a lot of the ammo in drops, so that's nice to kind of have one, just because. To be honest, a lot of these are going to end up being ground down for extra resources, so it's fine. We are getting a little bit heavy, though, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to carry the rest. I've been missing this other drop over here, by the way. I just noticed it last time I was here. Okay, perfect. Let's kind of hop up here. We'll load the Griffin properly in a minute. First things first, let's get that new crafting station built. Perfect. One of those things that I'm glad that they really added in the Bob's pack. Let's see. We'll just put it over... I'll just put it next to this. Yeah, we'll put it next to this one. Considering it does technically have to do with that, it works. It works to have it next to the fire. Okay, I'm also going to need to have oil and stuff, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, oil and spark powder. Okay. I did notice that the terminal over here did have a good amount of oil in it from when the dung beetle was in it for a while. So we'll use what's in there. We're going to have to actually make up some more spark powder, because I don't think I have any of that at all right now. So we'll kind of get some of that going, just to make sure that we can get... Ooh, we actually need to get more stone. I'll work on that in between here. We'll kind of come back when it's more daytime, which it almost is, so not too much longer. We got 4 grand. That should be fine, right? Considering we had none before. I think that's a pretty good solid start. You're not carrying anything else, are you? No, okay. I don't know if I have to actually change that setting every time that I bring the Dodic out. Does it actually say that it's doing something more than... No, it's still set to stone. Okay, cool. Good to know. So going back to that thing I mentioned about the dung beetle creating oil, I actually have that deactivated on here, I'm pretty sure. I want to make sure that's turned back on. So we wanted to make oil and fertilizer. That way those will always just kind of be generating. And then the fertilizer will get pushed to all of these. Yeah, they've all at least got one full fertilizer in them at this point in time. I don't know if it pushes evenly. Yeah, that one's got so much more than the rest. I guess it goes up to a certain point and then it kind of pushes it along. But these guys should be good. Are they all fruitlings now? These ones are fruitlings. We do have 30 of those in there, and then about 30 of those in each of those. Okay, cool. I should be able to make up the amount of kibble that we're going to need to tame ourselves a high-level male bison. So let's see. To make these kibble right here, I do need to have the rare flowers, major berries, and then the focal chili. Everything else we should be more than happy. We should be more than fine on. So I'm actually going to have to craft up some focal chili, which requires a bunch of berries as well as 5 citronals and a bunch of cooked meat, which I have plenty of. I was going to make as much of this as it will allow me right now, and then we'll make whatever kibble out of that. So it looks like I can craft... Let's see. Disable autocraft, turn on. It was enough for 12. So we'll make 12 of these as well as 12 of the kibble. And all of these berries currently are actually coming from our mammoth down here. Until I get the berries up and going outside, he's going to be the one holding on to those for when we're making stuff. Okay, fantastic. And then I should be able to pull for 12 of these, correct? Yes, very nice. I'm not entirely sure why I have 2 of each version of the kibble, by the way. Don't know if it has anything to do with one of the mods that we have, but this is fine. Nice. We have all 12 of those put together. I'm going to drop off these blueprints that I just realized I'm still holding on to real quick. Saddle. Lovely. Put these in the structures for now. We'll worry about some of that when we get back. Ammo. So we don't have any darts at the moment. We do have a bunch of the trank arrows, which I'm pretty sure I put on a different creature. I need to actually pull for those real quick. So we're going to take our crossbow, and we're going to end up going out and trying to knock out a male high-level bison. But I'd love to actually get a couple of those going, and like I've mentioned before, I do kind of think I want to put a few almost kind of farm-like or barn-like creatures kind of out over in this area over here. Maybe put a leash on them. I'm not entirely sure what my plan is, but I got to do that with those. And the sheep, of course, so we got to go get ourselves a male bison first. Okay, we are finally ready to go over to the Highlands, so I'll meet you guys when we get over there. Man, I definitely would love to get ourselves another spring drakeling. That was keeping us alive so much more than I ever gave it credit for. So I'm definitely going to grab this drop real quick. Assuming I get there before it disappears, but if we can get ourselves some more mutton, I might start cooking it up somewhere. If we end up seeing a spring drakeling, doesn't matter which one it is, what level it is, or anything like that, I would love to tame it. If we have the cooked mutton, that'll be super... alright, I'll take it. I got caught off with the words on this thing. If I end up finding ourselves the spring drakeling, any of them at all, doesn't matter what level they are, I want to tame one, because they will make a massive difference in keeping us alive. I totally didn't even realize how much it was doing until I just tried to go through the murder snow, and I was half dead by the time I got over here. So, yeah, I've got to keep that in mind, honestly. Just gonna stop and peek for a moment. Hello, blue sheep. I don't see anything fluttering around attacking anything, so, I mean, whatever, but the mutton itself is right there. I should probably go and try to set up this trap that I had an idea for. I don't even know if it's going to work, but I want to at least give it a shot. I also know that bison don't only spawn out here, but this is the place that I can probably find them the most reliably, so this is why I keep coming back to this spot. Oh man, the amount of fog out here has been a little bit... So much for them being super reliable. I feel like I'm not seeing any at all. There's a very colorful one over there by their base. Ooh, it's a 150 male. Would you look at that? The melee on it is not great. In fact, most of the other stats are not, but it is 150, and it could end up rolling something really good. So let's actually see if what I'm thinking might work. Let's see if it works. Of course, since it is next to their base, I'm going to have to go a little ways away from now. I have no idea if this is going to work, but I had the idea of kind of doing something a little bit more like a pen. Something that you'd actually put a bison or a... Oh, crap, that's not going to work. I want it to be straight. One moment. Okay, so I actually have just built up this quick little pen-like thing. I don't know if this would work, but I kind of want to see how the bison react to it. So I'm actually going to go and get some of their attention. I'm going to see if they will, first of all, follow me over this far. But second of all, I want to know if that's going to stop them or if they're going to decide to get out of it. Hello. Do you stop chasing me the moment I leave the ground? No? Okay, cool. That's fine. Just trying to test something out here, boys. They were both male, right? Pretty sure. They both have lots of very long horns. I mean, they do aggro from quite a ways away, so that might be fine. As long as I kind of do something like this. Okay, no. I mean, this one went away from it immediately. Okay. I mean, I don't know what made me think that this would work any better than any other trap, but I just decided to give it a shot. So they came up to the other side. If I'm in here... Oh, wow! They actually did go in there from the other side. Well, that's the low-level one, so I'm not really too concerned about that one being in there, but... Interesting that I got that one in that spot. I don't think that's trapped, but... That's a lot more doable than how I tried to do it before. So... Interesting. Let's see if I can get the 150 in there instead. It does seem to be a little confused, so I don't know, I don't know. Ooh, Oviraptor. I needed a better one of those, didn't I? It's not much better. Focus on the task at hand. I think I might actually have this other one stuck in here. Level 20 bison. I mean, I should probably take care of it, right? While I have it in there? So we can focus on just the 150? Oh, it's not trapped at all. Okay. Good to know. Hi! Can I get the 150 to go in with this small little bit that is actually open at the moment? No, you're not going to hit me. You're going to try, but you're going to fail. I probably need to make up one of those guns and pick up the billboard. Alright. One moment. Is that just one thatch to make? Yeah, that's just one thatch to make. Just kind of do a little drive-by to this tree. Thank you! I mean, they didn't actually walk in very easily, but they did technically walk in, so I don't feel like this is too far-fetched of an idea. Wow. I mean, okay. They're gonna hit me. I kind of just needed to be a little bit quicker with putting down the billboards. Ow. Whew. Oh my goodness. Am I getting thrown with a griffin? I didn't even know you could do that, guys. You're very, very strong. Hop. Alright, well, Bison can still knock me off of the griffin, just normally. Let's see. Let's do passive and follow. I can kind of just go around this in a weird way. And, oh god, there's a bunch more that are coming out of nowhere. Guys, where were you before? I'm telling you, trying to get on a griffin sometimes is a very big pain in the butt. Oh, and there's all my armor broken again. Come on. Come on, bro. Just stop moving. I'm here. Let's go. Oh my god. I mean, I'm not as hurt as it looks. My armor's broken, unfortunately, but that's fine. That'll more than make up for it. Are any of these other guys 150, by the way? Are these the ones? These are the smaller level ones. Alright, it's time to take care of these other bison. We know which one we want. It is not these guys. There we go. Okay. And the big one is coming our way right now. You can actually get in here? Uh-huh. Hurry up and place those. No. Ah, you son of a... Woo! Son of a moo. Oh, they're on the griffin now because I used the gun on the griffin's back. I mean, that doesn't fully make sense. It would be nice to actually just put them in my inventory like normal, but it's fine. Alright, now you're in here. And you can't get out. Ha ha ha! Officially trapped bison. I mean, that's kind of easier than what I did before, right? I kind of had to bait it very close. That's alright. Let's knock this thing out. And it should actually tame pretty quickly with the kibble that I brought. Oh, crap. I didn't realize there was another one of you guys around here. Alright, hold on. Get on the griffin. We're good. What level are you? You're doing a good amount of damage to me. You're probably the other lower level, right? That's my guess. I didn't realize there was still another one around. Oh no, you're a 145 male. You got much better melee than that one does. That's 33 by default. I can't leave you alone. I don't really have a way to guarantee that I'm going to trap you anywhere. But I want to knock out the one I have as well. Kind of had to do that last second to hope that that was going to work. Maybe I will. I'm going to have to give this some more space, actually. I didn't realize that was another high-level one nearby, and that one's going to be so much better. Probably. It's probably much better, given the extra stats that one has. No, no, no. I forgot. If you want the griffin to stay in there, you have to have it follow you. Okay. I don't think you can reach me from there. I don't think I'm going to accidentally hit my griffin in the wing. I hope. Let's get this guy knocked out, and we'll try to figure out what happened to the other one. Oh my gosh, it can still reach the griffin. It can still reach my griffin! Bad. This is bad. Hup! Dude. Okay. Woo! Alright. I don't want to kill it. I can't kill it. It's next on my taming block. And I'm starving again. I feel like my food goes by so fast. Are you actually stuck in this? Did I place the billboard just right? Or are you going to get out of that? I feel like you're going to get out of that. Maybe not. Maybe you're actually stuck. I feel like you're kind of unstuck on this side slightly. So if I go like this, it'll be sandwiched in there. There. Two different forms of traps using billboards. One, you have to use other things. A little bit more expensive. The other one, you have to time just right. I have a feeling I've lost out on a lot of the arrows that I brought for this guy, though. I feel like he's kind of lost a lot of his torpor. No, actually, he's halfway down. Alright, so this one is down officially. I still have plenty of arrows to go knock the other one out. And technically, they both will require the same amount of kibble. And I brought double of what they each need. So I actually accidentally prepared for 2 male bisons absolutely perfectly. Well, I think it actually worked out perfectly then that they broke my armor. I would be a lot more warm at this point if I hadn't. But I also brought a couple things in our Drakeling. I was actually planning on trying to go out into the water and get more of the biotoxin and maybe get an Archelon Morel out here with the other kibble. But now that we have this, we're going to just have to tame both of these guys. And then we'll use half of each of this to keep these guys down since their torpor does drain pretty quick. Alright, let's get this one knocked out as well. We'll have to keep an eye on both. I did actually see another bison not too far from here, so I actually may want to be a little more careful about starting this one. Maybe we're fine. Let's double check those stats again, make sure I wasn't hallucinating. So they actually do have 33 in their melee by default. Their health is a little bit low, but 33 by default is actually pretty good. So yeah, let's get this guy. Maybe some combination of all the bison that we have at the moment will end up being really strong. So we'll have to make this work. Okay, he is down as well. Fantastic. Looks like that one over there has not had one of their kibble just yet. But, like I said, we should have more than enough to make sure that they're totally tamed. And this will also guarantee that they'll be knocked out during the whole thing. Alright. I can't really walk too far away from these guys, considering how fast their stuff goes down. But, maybe I should pick up the trap? Nah, we'll leave that one alone until it's down. I mean, hopefully nothing happens to either of these guys. I'm going to keep an eye on them. I'm going to head over and get ourselves some more mutton over here like I was talking about. And if I see a Drakeling, I'll keep a mental note of where it is to try to get one of those guys for us. The only thing I'll really have to be concerned about is if more bison spawn next to these guys as I'm trying to tame them. Otherwise, we should be fine. Just double check that my guys are on passive, that they're not going to attack them while I'm nearby. Oh yeah, this one had there was a baby one nearby this one. Hi, little thing. Why do you say... Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. Because this one said it was a parent, but this one's level 20. Interesting. It must not always have the same level as itself for the babies. With a biotoxin in their system, they should be fine for a little bit. And I'm just going to keep looking around for stuff over in this direction. I kind of feel like Drakelings are one of those things that you don't really go out searching for. More just something that you end up finding while you're out. Because every time I've specifically tried to hunt for one, I don't find one. But if I'm just hanging out, exploring somewhere, then I do. Okay. Looks like the bisons are doing okay. Let's maybe go over and feed 2 more biotoxin to each. I'm going to have to stop. I need just some more stamina. Okay, 2 more biotoxin. I'm not even sure that they're actually going to need any more at this point in time, considering where they're at, but better safe than sorry. So they're both down to their last kibble. I'm pretty sure that at this point I don't have to actually feed them any more biotoxin. So I'm going to head on that direction, just kind of be prepared to grab them when they're both tamed. I would say that hopefully they both have an extra kibble, but they don't. By the time we get back home, I'm sure we'll have some stuff grown up. We can probably make more. But I'm just glad that we finally are getting ourselves There we go. We're getting ourselves the bisons that we were wanting so long ago. Boonk. I'm also going to pick up my entire thing over here. I don't really want to leave it around for him to have to deal with. Kind of have it too close to his base. Hello, my good man. Join us. Well, let's take a look at both of their stats. So this one here, came out with 45 melee. This is the one that I just picked up. That was the one I was hoping the most would have, like, the better melee and everything, which is great. Honestly, other than that, the other ones are pretty evenly separated. Oh, we gotta restart. Hold on. And this one has 40 in health. Actually, that's not too bad either. Great. We'll come back in once the restart is done, and hopefully it'll actually let me grab my billboard. Did it actually give me my billboards? Yeah, it did. Cool. It was just acting like it wasn't going to. Glad we got those back. And we're not going to be leaving anything here as a nuisance. Let's fly on back to base and see what the female has to offer for the stats for these guys. I'm very much looking forward to actually having a strong bison, because I'm pretty sure that the attack of the female that I have is not very good, and she was doing quite a bit of damage. We have made it back safe and sound. Let's get all the bison out and take a look at them next to each other. Oh, getting a little bit of lag. That's better. So we now have all of our bison out in a row. Only the one of them has the crazy colors from the event. However, they all actually have their own specific best stat. This one has the best health. She had the best carry capacity. I totally forgot that her weight was amazing. 48 is really good for weight. Doesn't really, I mean, I don't really know how much it's going to do for me now, but still, I'd like to combine it into something. And then this one here has 45 melee. So I'm going to try to work on getting all these guys combined into the perfect pair of bison. And then, honestly, what I've actually found out, and I don't know if you guys know this, if you actually use a dino leash when you're offline, they'll actually stay within render and they will continue to breed. Which could be a problem if you don't have anything to auto-capture, but that's what Dino Depot up there is doing for us. So, I'm going to have these guys continually breed, and then hopefully we'll have some that I can combine in the next one. But I'm going to have to leave this one here. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you have anything to bring up about this series or anything else on the channel, please let me know in the comments below. I always love hearing from you guys. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye.